Hello everyone. Guys, as I promised before, we are going to start today a series of video just in English. I intend to talk a little bit of the parts of the airplane to start. I will start inside the cockpit, and I think the next video is going to be the outside part. And as we are now here in Florianopolis, Brazil, this beautiful city, I think it's gonna be really nice. We can talk, and if you like this kind of video, just give your thumbs up and subscribe in the channel. You also can tell me what kind of video you want and what part of the aircraft, the airport, inside, outside, wherever it is. You can comment below and let's do it. We are going to talk focused on the main instruments, not so much on their function, but especially on their names, and then we can get the vocabulary. That's the goal of the video. I'm going to start in the middle here. This one is going to be our artificial horizon. And then if you jump to the left here, we will have our airspeed indicator. And then we can skip here the right, and we have got our altimeter. And down here on the bottom of the altimeter we'll have our climb. On the left side here we got our gyro, directional gyro. On the left side here we have our turn coordinator, really good instrument to have a coordinated curve. On the right side here of the panel we have these three instruments. They are all navigation instruments. We have here on the top the VOR1. We also can use it to make our ILS procedure, ILS approach. VOR2 here in the middle, and on the bottom the yellow needle is our ADF. Next to the ADF here we have our tachometer to check our RPM. When we open this one here, which is in the middle of our panel, on the top here we'll have our communication 1 frequency set and the navigation 1 frequency set. We have two for each of them, one the currently one and the standby. And this one here we have the communication 2 and the navigation 2. Also we have two frequencies to set for each of them. In the middle here we are gonna have our ADF frequency set. This one here we have our transponder code. Now it's set 1200. On the bottom here we are gonna have our autopilot settings. Once we press this one here, we will start have the autopilot on. This is the autopilot master switch, and the HDG here to use our heading according to this button here. And the navigation, if we preset the route with the GPS, we have the approach button here for the ILS procedures. Backwards reverse, I never used it, just to be honest with you. If we want to hold the altitude, we have the altitude hold switch right here. Everything is gonna work only if we have this autopilot master switch on. When you go down here in the panel, we have our flap switch. We have three positions, as we can see, 10 degrees, 20 and 30 degrees. We have the mixture control, this red one here. Our throttle was gonna be the black one. We have our master avionics to switch on all the electronic device on the panel here. If I put it off, we'll have everything here is going to be switched off. The pitot heat, we're going to talk about the pitot when we go outside the aircraft, and all the lights I'm going to show also when we walk around the aircraft. The navigation, storm lights, taxi and landing lights, and here we have our fuel pump. This one here, fuel pump. So these two buttons here, the red ones, the right side we have the battery and the left side we have our alternator. If we have a look on this 4 gauge here, we have the fuel flow and the EGT, extinguished gas temperature. We have the fuel quantity, this one here, it's going to be on the right wing and the left wing. The oil temperature and the oil pressure on this one. This is going to be the vacuum gauge and our amperimeter on the right side here. And the last but not less important, we have the magnetos and ignition switch. We can leave it both, left magnetos, right magnetos, and off as well. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I have plenty of ideas of videos to make, but if you have any suggestion to give, just leave your comment below and we can work together on it. Alright? Bye bye.